This video is for educational purposes only and is not financial advice. Investing involves risk, including loss of principal. Always consult a qualified financial professional before making investment decisions. Invest smart, the Money Maverick.
Welcome back to the Money Maverick. And today we're going to talk about ways to take the free money you're compounding out of the SoFi credit card reward engine that we've set up, and how are some simple ways you can augment it, right? So everything about success and being wealthy is really about having the right mentality, right? So people who think poorly never get ahead, but if you can learn to think wealthy, you can slowly but surely, almost guaranteed, get to the success at the end, right? But it's all about changing your thinking, right? Tricking yourself. Here's the honest truth. Humans, we are not good at saving, right? Delayed gratification, we don't do that very well. So you have to find ways to trick yourself into saving and building wealth. And once you learn how to do it, there's several different techniques you can use, but if you just line up several of them, they become really simple, really painless, but they really add up to real returns in the end. So this is one of my personal favorites, which is, save what you have left over, invest what you have left over, right? And so everybody says, you should pay yourself first, save first. Yes, that's great advice, right? But the truth of it is that many of us just simply, for lack of a way better term, discipline, whatever, we just can't get it done, right? We're too scared that we'll have to make our bills, and the money that we save, for whatever reason, we're concerned we won't be able to get it back, or maybe we put it in an investment account where we actually can't get it back very easily, like a 401k or a Roth, right? But this particular technique is really, really easy because you're saving what you have at the end. There's no psychological but what if I take too much out for savings and I don't have enough to pay my bills? That's gone. You're going to save what you have left over. Right? And people say, oh, but there's never anything left over. Well, that's not really true, is it? I mean, yes, traditional finance says save 10% of what you earn. But I mean, at the end of the day, most of us have an account balance that looks kind of like this come around payday, right? I mean, mine normally looks like this. Usually usually got between $15 and $30, right? Because I don't leave a whole lot of money left over in my checking account. Right? I mean, if the money's not being used, it's usually somewhere else. So I usually have a little bit left over. Take that $16, and normally we just say, oh, you got your new income event comes in, it just adds on and keeps spending. Actually, take the time to go in and transfer the $16.47 that you saved at the end of the month and did not spend, and actually take the time to convert it over into your account, right? So wouldn't this be nice, right? So we say $16.47, and of course I do that twice a week or twice a month, right? Because I'm a biweekly paycheck. So let's save, invest what's left over. And we say over here, we come in, we say that's a month that we have this, right? $32.95 or $33. Let's just say $33 for math, right? And if we came over here and we added this in and we did that all the way down the line, how does everything change? All right, let's really take it forward here. The point of this lesson is that you don't have to make these Herculean efforts, okay? Success, look, just by saving what's left over at the end of our 30-year mortgage, we jumped from 61,000 to 101 grand, okay? By doing nothing but essentially changing our behavior. Very, very slight. Okay, it doesn't take these great Herculean efforts. You don't have to make tremendous sacrifices. It's not like you never get to go out and eat ever again. It's not like you have to eat ramen noodles for all time, right? Little tiny adjustments. Little adjustments over a long period of time have major, major impacts. Okay, that's the lesson here. Never underestimate the power of compounding, and never underestimate the power of small changes, right? All I did here was add what's to the end. So now with two behavioral changes, right? What do we do? Number one, we took the bills that we already are paying, right? No change in spend here. We just spend them on our SoFi credit card first, earn the 2% cash back, and we take that cash back and we put it into S&P investments, right? Second behavioral change. We come in here and we say, what's left over at the end of my pay period, I'm going to transfer that money out. And I'm going to put it into the investments as well. And I'm just going to do that consistently for the next 30 years. And the advantage is with those two changes, you're talking 100 grand. Okay. That's like a tenth of a way to $1,000,000, right? So anybody can do this. You too can achieve financial freedom with the powers that we're teaching here at the Money Maverick. Have a great day. We'll see you next time.